Hey guys, we are doing another haul video, and it's the first one since I've done the Lexington Comic-Con haul video. And for those of you that may think that I sound like some sort of ghoul right now, I have been sick for pretty much the entire week and my voice is only just starting to come back. So I figured I'd try to start off by doing just a haul video rather than doing a review and sounding like some sort of demon. Because my voice has just been a mess the past couple days. So apologize for that up front, but we've got some a bunch of SUPER7 product. We've got some vintage stuff, some kind of weird vintage stuff. We've got something that's not a toy. We've got stuff from the early 2000s as well, so kind of that not vintage but not new era of toys. So let's take a look at the vintage stuff first. I got these specifically because I thought they looked cool. They were very, very cheap. They are carded, but the cards are beyond thrashed, and I'll probably get rid of the cards. Well, I may keep the card. Let me say that. I may keep the card, but pop these guys open. I don't think they want to stay on the cards much longer anyway. They're hanging by a thread right now. So we've got some Tales from the Crypt Keeper figures, and these are specifically Tales from the Crypt Keeper, not Tales from the Crypt. I mean, it's the same thing. But we've got the Crypt Keeper himself, and these have action features. So when you turn his head, I think it raises his arm. And I got these because they were really, really cheap. I've been eyeing the entire set, and there aren't very many. There's like 8 of them, so I've got 2 so far. I just think they're kind of goofy. I think they're late 80s, early 90s. I think they're late 80s though. So we've got the Crypt Keeper, and then this one's the one that I wanted the most. Not because, I mean, the Crypt Keeper's cool, but this one's kind of just weird. This is the Zombie. It's actually named the Zombie. So it's a unique character, I guess, but his limbs fall off. One of his arms falls off, and then one of his legs falls off. So I just like the cards. I like the way they look. It's very, very vintage, very goofy old toy stuff. And you know, I've said 100 times, the older goofy toys that we could never possibly get nowadays are stuff that I really like to get. And I paid $4 each for these. So I think I got my money's worth. They're pretty cool. They're just different. And I'll probably track down the others as well. Now for the non-toy thing, this just came in the mail, so I figured I'd show it. It's a video game. I'm sure a lot of people play video games that watch my channel. I got the new Ni no Kuni game for PS4. I'm sure it's going to go in the stack of games that I'm likely not going to play for a very long time, but I do want to play this. I love the first game. It's just a regular edition. I didn't want to get the deluxe or anything like that. I got the deluxe for the first one and kind of regretted it because I didn't need any of that extra stuff that came with it. So we got that. That's something I'll play one of these days. Some SUPER7 stuff. This is wave 1 of their muscle stuff, so I've said it, you know, in one of the other videos, is that I'm kind of getting into the muscle just because it's goofy and I think they're fun. So we got one of the trash cans, and I'm probably going to do a video on this where I open it to see what we get, because the way these work is there are 2 sets of trash cans, one for wave 1 and one for wave 2. And they have different colorways. So the way that they initially work is that muscle are flesh colored, you know, kind of peachy kind of color. But for these, there are 4 different colorways. There's green, there's blue, there is orange, and then there's kind of a fuchsia, pink, purple kind of color. And then so you'll get, the way it would work is you get 3 of each, so 12 total figures, but one of those, in one of those colorways, is going to be replaced with a glow-in-the-dark figure. As kind of a chase, so I assume you could probably complete a set somehow, but I don't know how unless you were actually at a SUPER7 store to do it, unless you bought them secondhand. And then I got I finished out those Nerd Block muscle sets. So there are 8 of those I found out, and I got the remaining 5 that I was missing. So we've got this one which has Grayskull, Evil Lyn, and Skeletor. And I'm sure I'll open these on another video as well. We've got this one which has Fisto, Battle Cat, and Orko. So in the trash can that I got for PowerCon, the green ones, these guys were in there, as was Grayskull. So that means these are wave 2 figures. It's a mix of wave 2 and wave 1 as far as I can tell. And then this one has Sorceress, Stratos, and He-Man. And then number 4 has, what do we got? Trapjaw, Beastman, and Skeletor. And it's a different Skeletor. He's holding the staff in a different way. And then this one is a different He-Man, again holding the sword a different way. We've got the Goddess style Teela, so vintage toy Teela, and Man-at-Arms. So I'll probably do videos on that. I may do kind of one, like I did one for these 5 packs, and then one for the can, just to kind of see what we get. I'm sure I'm going to get more. Well, I know I'm going to get more. Let's see. So we'll go to something that's not vintage. but not new either, not really old. So this is something that I planned. I was going to get it as kind of a thing to use for some of my pictures for the upcoming SH Figuarts Kid Goku figure review that I'm going to do. It's coming, I thought it would be here already, but I guess it'll come on Monday now. So I kind of waited on him to ship with other items. He's already out, but I got this guy. This is from 2003. It's Jack's Pacific, I believe. That's what it says on the bottom anyway. But this is from Dragonball, and so it's I mean, about 15 years old at this point. But it's the pirate robot from the show. And he actually, I think he shows up in other things as well. I don't think he's like 100% Dragon Ball. I think he's used, his design is used elsewhere. But it's pretty cool. It's about like 6-7 inches tall. It has very limited articulation. It's got like hinged and ball jointed legs. It's got a hinged mouth, so you can kind of chomp down. And he's got a tail that rotates. But I think it'll be a cool figure to put alongside Kid Goku, just because it kind of goes with him. And it very much looks like it jumped right out of the cartoon. I mean, it's a pretty archaic figure in terms of what it can or can't do, but it actually looks pretty cool. I mean, I got this for $8 too, so it was loose, but I was going to open it anyway no matter what. So loose is fine. And it's just something different, something cool. I say I'll put it on display and it'll probably go in a box somewhere. We'll see. And then we'll go back to Super 7 before we finish out with another toy. So these are more muscle. And they are figures, well, I guess they're not really figures, but they're toys that I didn't think I was going to be able to get because I actually missed one set of them on Super 7's website because I didn't think they were going to sell out. And then I went to check out and they were gone. So we've got the red colorway Iron Maiden Muscle. This is the Peace of Mind set. So it's got the Peace of Mind kind of cover artwork style there. And it's got 3 figures. It's got Trooper Eddie, Peace of Mind Eddie, and Killer's Eddie. And then I've got this set here, which just came out. So this came out first. It was a Valentine's Day red colorway special. They sold out, but then Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth got allotments from them. So I guess they ordered them ahead of time. Super 7 sold out, but they were already getting them. So I was able to get them for retail, secondhand, I guess. They were going for actually pretty crazy prices on eBay, surprisingly. I was very much concerned that I was not going to get a hold of these. And then we got these. They're the same figures. They're just in a different colorway. They're black. This is the Killer's cover art style, and there's going to be another one as well. There's going to be a Trooper pack. I don't know what color they're going to be. I'm thinking they're going to be blue or maybe white, because the Trooper colors would be blue, red, and white, and we've already got red, so it makes sense that they might be blue. I hope they're blue. That'd be cool. But they're the same figures. They're just on a different card back. I am going to do a video on these to show you guys specifically what they look like, because I'm very excited to get these. I'm a huge Iron Maiden fan. I showed previously that I got the Iron Maiden Eddie reaction figures. And I really think once I open these, I'm probably going to open those as well, finally. And I've had those for about 5 or 6 months, I think. And I've just been itching to open them. I just don't think they're going to do me any good being on card forever. It doesn't really matter. And then the last thing I got is something that I bought a lot of these figures, toys, when they were new, you know, early 2000s. What's the year on this guy? 2000, exactly. And for some reason I didn't buy this. I don't know if maybe I didn't realize that it was out, or if I never saw it in person, or if maybe I didn't think it was a different figure. But I've got the McFarlane Akira Kaneda with bike. This is the deluxe set. So the initial set came out with, it was Kaneda, Tetsuo, the Clown Boss, the bike on a card, and then there was an Akira on Throne. This came in a box though. It wasn't carded. It came on a box. And it's Kaneda in he's got a different getup. He's slightly different clothing. He doesn't come with all the accessories as the carded figure. The carded figure is more of an end of movie Kaneda. This is more beginning of movie, because the other one has the big laser rifle and all that stuff. This guy actually more accurately sits on the bike as well. He still looks really, really goofy, but I was able to get this. I took advantage of the recent eBay coupons to actually get this guy for basically retail. He was loose, but it's basically retail, and it's actually been, it's clearly been stored for a while, because he actually still has the rubber bands on his hand that hold his hands to the shaft of the bike here, and it's still got the twist ties on it. That I don't know what these twist ties actually do though. It's holding itself together. Maybe the top comes apart. Maybe that's what it is. I haven't really played around with it. As you can see, I just got the thing and I haven't really touched it too much. One thing that keeps throwing me off though is all the stickers are wrong. I assume McFarlane couldn't get the rights to have like Canon emblazoned on the side of this bike, so they had to go with something else and make some stuff up. There are Bandai bikes that are the equivalent that are very expensive, very rare now. I didn't know they existed when they came out a long time ago, I believe. But yeah, this is really cool. It completes my set. Although I say that, I really don't know where my figures are. They're in a box somewhere. I haven't had them out in years, but I know that I never had this guy. So yeah, this is one that I'm really excited to get a hold of, and that's pretty much the haul. So, you know, one vintage thing. This doesn't count. Those Tales from the Crypt Keeper would definitely be real vintage, and then a bunch of Super 7 stuff, a bunch of muscle, some DBZ, well, DB stuff. And then this thing's probably my favorite of the bunch. I love Akira. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, not just anime. One of my favorite movies of all time. And this toy is pretty cool. This kind of tells you exactly what McFarlane was doing back in the early 2000s. Figures that looked really good but don't really do a whole lot. So I'll probably do may do a vintage review for this one. I don't know if that counts though. Vintage should really be 20 plus years old, but this is close enough. It's my channel. I'll do what I want. So yeah, I'll probably do a video for this. We'll have a video for the Super 7 Iron Maiden muscle, video for Super 7 Motu muscle, and then you'll see that robot again in the upcoming Kid Goku video, whenever I get him. So yeah, that's it, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Do you have any of this stuff? You collecting these lines? You get any stuff recently that's pretty cool? Let me know down below, and I'll catch you later.